It always starts the same way. A crowded room, music that feels a little too loud, people laughing, moving, filling the air with conversations that flow faster than anyone can absorb. Most people walk into that space and feel alive, but a quiet minority steps in and feels something very different. Tonight's story begins with a person who never truly liked parties, yet spent years pretending they did. A person who walked into every social gathering with a practiced smile, steady breath, and the silent question echoing inside. Why does everyone else enjoy this so easily? Why doesn't it feel natural to me? This is where the psychology gets interesting. Because people who dislike parties are often misunderstood. Some label them antisocial, shy, introverted, distant, but the truth is far deeper, rooted in wiring, emotional bandwidth, and the subtle mechanics of how the human mind responds to social energy. Here's the hook. People who don't like parties aren't lacking something. They're protecting something. They're preserving mental clarity, emotional authenticity, and the psychological balance inside them that loud rooms often disrupt. And once you understand the psychology behind it, nothing about their behavior feels odd anymore. In fact, it begins to make perfect sense. But before diving into the science, the narrator pauses and asks you, what would you do if every room full of people felt overstimulating, not because you hate people, but because your mind processes social energy differently? Comment your thoughts below. Now, back to the story. As the night unfolds, this person stands against the wall, scanning the room not out of fear or awkwardness, but because scanning gives them control. Jesse Livermore, the great market speculator, once said something profound. The market is never wrong. Opinions often are. And strangely, that applies here too. The party isn't wrong. Yes. The people aren't wrong. But the opinion that everyone must enjoy the same environment, that's where the distortion begins. Livermore believed in recognizing personal limits, understanding emotional risk, and avoiding situations where the costs outweigh the returns. This is exactly how people who dislike parties move through the world, quietly analyzing the emotional market around them. They notice the noise first, not physically, but psychologically. Too many voices at once, too many micro-expressions. Too many stimuli demanding tiny withdrawals of mental bandwidth. Each person they speak to feels like a new tab opening in the brain. Eventually, it becomes too many tabs to keep open. Now imagine trying to enjoy a moment while every part of you is processing information faster than you can relax. That's not shyness. It's overstimulation, paired with a mind wired to seek depth over volume. While others thrive on quick conversations, these individuals crave coherence. While others jump into groups effortlessly, they find comfort in one's own authenticity. While others dance in crowded rooms, they quietly retreat into the rhythm of their own inner world. Deep inside, they wonder, is something wrong with me? Or am I just built differently? Livermore had a rule. Don't force a position that doesn't feel right. People who don't like parties live by that rule without realizing it. They don't force connections, energy, or enthusiasm their nervous system cannot sustain. Their discomfort is not a flaw. It is simply their system sending signals, warnings, boundaries. But tonight something is different, because this is not just another party. This is the moment the main character finally begins recognizing the psychology behind their reactions and the emotional pattern they've been living inside for years. And that realization will lead us deeper into their internal conflict, where the real transformation starts.